Wi-Fi only player against the Wi-Fi Kople player.
That's going to be the interesting thing. Finally getting to see some of these players in person once we finally go back offline, because some of these players I've never even gotten to see play offline before we actually finished up the pre-COVID era.
Right. Anthony was waiting for that crown to come up. A little bit of aggression from Kople here. Kople making that K-roll look quicker than you'd think, but Anthony has been ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that you have to be ready for in the matchup against Kople is learning to play around that crown, because Kople just constantly has that out there, constantly threatening you with it. And you always have to be aware of when it's coming back as well.
Limit cross slash coming out, not going to connect with it, so there goes his first limit of the match.
Yep, there should be plenty more, especially with the changes they made a little while ago to how quickly it charges up.
I imagine Kople's face when he realized that Blunder Bluster or whatever it's called wasn't going to get him. It's like when you use one of the moves in Smash and like it barely misses and it's like, I'm in danger. Like, you have time to realize the mistake you made.
Yep. Right now, Kople's definitely doing a good job keeping up the pressure with these projectiles, getting a little bit more damage out of this stock, but 150 with the limit online. Gonna be able to live it, surprisingly. If that was a cross slash, that definitely would have killed, but I'm surprised he was able to survive the blade beat.
Finally going to drop that first stock, but making it out almost to 200% was Kople. So that is one of the scary things that when you're playing against a super heavy and someone who knows how to make those stocks last deep, it's like, okay, we might be tied, but he's making his last at 200 and I'm going to die at 100, so I got to figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to finish them off quickly is such a challenge. And I mean, out of all the super heavies, I feel like K-Rool's the hardest one to stop off stage, just because of the way that Propeller keeps him safe from a lot of moves if he's recovering low.
Yeah, it does. It puts that little hitbox up above him, so you can't go down for your traditional spike. I mean, the way he recovers, it looks so inviting to go do it, but doesn't really allow you. And yeah, that is going to gimp him push with that very vertical recovery that Cloud has. It's going to put him a little too deep, and there goes his second stock. And Kople just coming out ready for looking for blood this stock. Already 80% on Anthony here.
And climbing, I mean,
yeah.
That's the scary thing about fighting Kople. He knows where those projectiles are going to send you so well, and he is always
parry that one. Tried to parry 1/2 early.
Yep. That's going to give Anthony a little bit of an opening here, but sitting at 93% against K-Rool is not a percent you want to be at.
Sure is.
Let's see if Anthony's able to get some advantage state going here now that he's forced over the edge again.
Kople has just been unapologetically relying on that crowd. He doesn't care if Anthony's in his face or not. He's been throwing it out there. He's been punished for it a couple times, but it's worked out for him too. And there it is, that kill confirm on the platform, going to finish it off and put Kople up 1-0 over Anthony.
And Standing Crocodile is definitely a scary combo, to say the least. I mean, it's essentially the same pose for both moves when you think about it. He's just looking in a different direction for each one.
Yep. I know Kople is out. Did Kople play in I'm not sure. I checked the bracket out. I don't know if anyone in chat knows if Kople played in Tri-City last night. I know he's from that area. Okay, he did not play in the tournament yesterday. But hopefully one of these coming up here soon. I guess they're going to be happening every Friday. So hopefully we'll see him in. And some other friendly Michigan faces, whether or not you're friendly to the Wi-Fi crew or the crew before Wi-Fi. I'm just happy to start seeing everybody on a stream with their pretty little masks on, playing some Smash, being friends. It's going to be great.
So here we go, going into game 2. Going to be Anthony versus the sus crocodile, Kople.
And this comes out quickly, starting to build that zonal right away, throws out the cannonball, and then falls him to the crown, and there it is, the first shot on Anthony. 36% already, as Kople through first blood, but putting it right back on him is Anthony, getting that big sword up on. And, ooh, did that
actually reach?
How did that connect? Wow. Oh, look out.
He was going for it all there.
Yeah.
Able to tech that stage spike, though, so able to make it back on stage. And that is a wild trade to start off this game.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Caught him at the right space. He's not going to be able to find any stage to deck off. And that is exactly what you want to get it against super heavies. Just put them in a situation where they have no chance to try and recover at all. It feels like the spike box on that move is just really finicky to get, to say the least.
Again, Crown going to connect on the return. Anthony seemed to be ready for it, but did not realize it was going to make a huge behind him. Going deep and gonna trade the stock. Not going to work out in Kople's favor. Both at 0%, but Anthony with the extra stock here to play with.
Yeah, Anthony has just been getting the better fortunes here off stage, taking full advantage of them. Because, I mean, a situation for Anthony, you absolutely trade away that stock and that recovery to make sure that Kople comes with you.
Yeah, when he saw Kople going deep to chase, I was like, all right, I can work with this.
Yep.
Come after me, I dare ya. I dares ya.
Oh, tries to catch him going up high, but not going to be able to catch him there. But the up smash on the way up, actually going to be enough to get the kill there. Now Kople looking to do some more damage here with tiles, but the upbeat coming out from Anthony going to keep him safe for at least a brief moment here.
I think we're starting to see Anthony start to understand the way Kople plays. He's looking a little bit more aware and ready for those projectiles that are coming his way. We're seeing him get a shield up in time, playing a little bit more conservative. It might be because of him having the full stock advantage, but nonetheless, Kople's having a little bit of a harder time building his zone wall than he was earlier this game and last game.
Yep, and there is the crown on the return. Kople
Maybe
just
not.
ready for it and just goes right up after him. I mean, Kople's ability to just abuse that crown is really his defining trait as a Rool player, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because it's not only that he just throws it at you, it's the fact that when he throws it at you, he knows how to abuse the super armor it has. He knows how to abuse the direction it's going to send you, and he knows how to space around the crown's movement to make sure that you're not able to punish him safely for throwing it.
And that's the thing that's the thing any player who is really good at playing with those projectiles, I mean, one like the crown, one like Rob's gyro, one like Pac-Man's, the way they can set up and use their items. It's Zelda's Phantom, whatever it may be. You're not using it essentially to hit your opponent. You're using it just to take options away, just so you can better understand and better get reads on where they're going to go. And that's what you see him do. That's what that's where the Kople magic comes in.
Absolutely. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for Anthony going into this game 3, because he had a solid lead there built up from those stocks he managed to take off stage. He was a full stock up, and yet Kople was still able to slow the pacing of the game down, take back control through careful zoning, and make that comeback. So you gotta wonder, how big of a lead does Anthony need to build in order to be able to take a game?
Yep. I mean, Rool is just one of those characters too, where he's, and that's a good thing. Linus threw in chat too. Literally can't do anything against Crown and Ledge unless you have a projectile or reflect. And yeah, that's something I think Anthony has been struggling with a lot, especially considering that Anthony's recovery is very predictable and very exploitable, and we saw it in game 1 was where Kople was able to cheese a stock away just by pushing Anthony a little further from ledge than you need. Kople's has a character that's heavy, hard to kill, and can also just cheese stocks away from you when he wants to. So we're just seeing the magic Kople Rool art here on stream. All privileged enough to witness it right here, right now.
Yeah, so I mean, for Anthony, I mean, the big challenge is just being able to use those platforms a little bit more effectively, because it felt like for a little bit there he was using them to get around the crown and not have to deal with it as much, but at this point it feels like I'm not sure what he needs to do against Kople in order to be able to fully shut him down. What do you think needs to be done here?
Didn't realize I hit my mute button. I've been like talking for a minute, but here I am. Anyway, no, I think that it's going to be tough for him no matter what. I just think this matchup with the way they play. I was gonna say just the thing that needs to be done is you need to figure out a way to effectively get through Crown. And without a reflect, you're just relying on your movement and your shield work to get in on him. And he's done a pretty good job of that, but I just think that the way Kople plays this character, Cloud is going to be tough to work with.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's not able to just outright defeat that Crown throw armor is just a challenge. And on top of that, it feels like Cloud's a little too floaty to be able to effectively get around because it takes him a little bit longer than some of the other characters to be able to get in through the air.
Holding on to that crown. I mean, I guess that's a way to do it, is just hold on to the crown and not give it back. But
yeah, then you just got to learn how to do the Z-drop aerials.
Z-drop aerials and a lot of special beaters. There we go. Looks like Anthony's getting a little bit more of a footing now. A little bit early though on that recovery, or on that attack on the recovery, and the crown was able to crown this little heli. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That was how many abuses of the belly armor? At least 2?
Well, that all started off because of his stupid little propeller hat.
Yeah.
Too. So it's like just the most K-Rool thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and now he's looking for some more K-Rool things, just using that blunderbuss to try and suck him off stage and then spin him back out underneath the stage.
Yep. And there it goes. The stock went deep into it. Only 22%, now 37 onto him into his second stock. But I mean, if you're Kople, you're happy with that. You effectively you went in there and you hamburglared that first stock. You should not be in the lead right now with the way it went. But here you are, making with what you can, and you take what you can. You take everything. And Kople is doing a good job of working with what he's given.
Yep, and right now Anthony just doing his best to try and find that opening he needs when that crown is being thrown, because he's able to get past the initial throw, but every time he's connected with an attack, it's been during that super armor portion of the throw, so he's not able to knock them away or keep him in hit stun long enough to be able to follow up on them. Good thing on the mash.
Yep. And full limit charge, we'll see how he uses it. He's been opting to try and use it when Kople's been off stage, trying to get that turnaround as he's recovering. Hasn't worked out there. Decided to throw out the blade beam that time. And connect with the up B. Blunderbuss coming out, not going to hit, and oh, I thought we were going to see some punishment there, but Kople getting going a little bit early, got a little too excited on that one.
Yeah, I mean, feels like Anthony's starting to do a better job of mixing up where he's coming in for these attacks, because he's been finding ways to get underneath him, flipping him right at the right spot to be able to poke through the shield as well. Gonna be able to take off that stock. It feels like Anthony's starting to understand how to work around this crown.
With Cannonball, throws the crown out there as Anthony's charging in, and as Anthony's trying to get back to stage, just a quick aerial going to finish off that stock. We are both tied here. Anthony on his tournament stock. Kople still got a couple games to give, trying to finish this off in 3-0 fashion.
But right now, Anthony's just doing everything he can to try and get that percentage up on Kople, but the challenge is once Kople's gotten out of range, getting back in to be able to get that damage back up.
Falling down through that crown out there and just abusing crown again, just making Anthony approach him and just getting through that blade being good use of that aerial dodge, getting back to stage.
I'm just waiting for that turn to stage, and that belly armor again keeping Kople out of trouble here. And using that crown to just force Anthony off stage. I mean, that's essentially been the story of this entire set. Oh, like that, using the one jab just to set him up for the crown, because you saw
There
him
it
back
is.
up to try and get that combo, but able to still find the follow-up as he tries to retreat to that platform, and Kople gonna take that in the 3-0 fashion.
And good job, good play by Kople. He